With modern architecture, clean and green streets, colorful culture, and rich heritage, Singapore is famous for being a global financial center. Singapore has had a building height limit of 280 meters for almost 20 years, until the topped off of Dangzhou Pagar Center, Gugo Tower in the year 2016. The building breaks the Singapore skyline limit by additional 10 meters from the existing height to 290 meters and became the tallest building in the country. However, in comparison to the Singapore neighborhood, Malaysia's Petronas Twin Tower and Tun Razak Exchange, the tallest building in Singapore, never came close to them. Unlike other countries like Japan, which has a building height limitation due to earthquake disasters, Singapore has other reasons for limiting its skyline. Singapore is a tiny red dot and has a limited land area. For the purpose of airspace, safety and security, two bodies, Civil Aviation Authority of Singapore (CAAS) and Defence Science Technology Agency (DSTA) is from commercial and military aspect accordingly. Keep very tight control on the building height plan in Singapore. CAAS should be consulted on the height limit that falls within the green zone, regardless of the proposed developments, structures, or construction equipment, prior to any building development. Installation of tall structures such as antennas and chimneys, and mobilizations of tall construction equipment such as cranes and rigs. As for the development and mobilization of tall construction equipment within the red zone, CAAS needs to be consulted only if the proposed building height exceeds 150 meters above mean sea level. As CBD is a part of the green zone, the limitation of building height may be partly due to close proximity with Changi Airport. Another authority that should be consulted for building height is DSTA. DSTA is responsible for all design and development that concern national security. It is believed that the limitation of building height in Singapore is mainly due to the Singapore CBD location. The location is on the flight path of Paya Lebar Military Air Base. Paya Lebar will be planned to start relocations by 2030 onward, so probably we may need to wait until 2030 onward to have a mega skyscraper in the city. Singapore could build the highest in Southeast Asia and the world if it wanted to, but it would not do so at the expense of the safety of its airspace. Singapore has always prided itself for doing things that have a purpose. A super penthouse has taken pole position of highest building in Singapore. According to the Soms architects, the new development will be designed with primary themes of nature and sustainability, taking cues from bamboo forest and echoing verticality and biophilic elements found in nature by using engineered bamboo and zero-waste manufacture of terracotta to create an indoor-outdoor vertical community. 8 Shenton Way will be the Asia's most sustainable skyscraper. The tower will also be connected to the city district's cooling system, an underground network of pipes that boost chilled water into buildings' air conditioning units to reduce electricity demand. Those are the kind of things that aggregate into the most sustainable building of this scale in Singapore. Despite being one of the world's most densely populated countries, Singapore's skyline is relatively low-rise compared to cities like Hong Kong, Shanghai, and Shenzhen, and less than half the size of London. The country is home to 2 civilian airports and multiple military air bases, and there have been widespread reports of a building height restriction of 280 meters in downtown areas. Singapore's Urban Redevelopment Authority (URA) declined to comment on whether height restrictions are or ever were imposed in the city. The urban planning body did not elaborate on why 8 Shenton Way was approved at its proposed size, though a spokesperson told CNN that allowable building height are subjected to technical requirements as well as evaluation based on respective design and site content. To date, the only other building to exceed 280 meters in the neighboring Guko Tower, which was completed in 2018, also designed by Sohm. The skyscraper stands at 290 meters tall and contains a penthouse apartment famously purchased by British billionaire entrepreneur James Dyson for 73.8 million Singapore dollar in 2019. In addition to the Burj Khalifa, Sohm also designed 2 of the world's 10 tallest buildings: the CTF Finance Center in Tianjin, China, and New York's One World Trade Center. Its design for 8 Shenton Way was produced in collaboration with local Singaporean firm DCA Architects. Thanks for watching this video till the end.